man. Can't ball in a life, man. Go on with it, go on with it. Do us. So we are coming in with a force. Yeah. Blessing the reap and we course.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shay Renee, and I am back with some more tea. This time it is about Kel Mitchell and his daughter. Apparently his daughter is saying that her father hasn't been there for her, and he was out of my life when I was the age of 5. So she's basically saying that Kel hasn't been there for her. She had some thoughts, and she went live on Instagram telling the story. Let's listen to what she has to say.
I just quickly want to clear some things up. Okay? My dad wasn't there for me for 10 years. So one, he wasn't there for 10 years in my life until I was, you know, like, he didn't come back in my life until I was 15. And he was out of my life when I was the age of 5. So my dad wasn't financially or emotionally there for me for all of that time, actually. So I think for me personally, that would, if I was a parent who was never in my child's life, I would try to make up for the moments that I wasn't. I would try to be as mothering and nurturing and everything that they need to be because I wasn't able to provide that to them at a young age. I would. But me and my father are completely different people. And maybe you might be on the same boat as my dad, where you just feel like, well, you can come back after all of that time, and I'm just supposed to naturally love you and naturally be there for you, even though my family, like me, myself, I was homeless. My family's still homeless. My mom still doesn't have a house because he sold the house from my mother that we were all living in. And I was young, and my mom spent years and years and years fighting for it. That's what I'm mad at him for. That's where I think he's an also because I have tried to build like a relationship with him, and it's always me driving out to see him, me driving from Orange County, from Pomona, like so San Bernardino, driving. You might be on the same boat as my dad, where you just feel like to the valley, 2 to 3 hours, constantly for him, constantly to keep up that relationship. And my father wasn't able to do that all for me. He's only visited me, I think, 3 to 4 times in my 4 years of going to college. And the one day that he did come out to see me, it was actually that conversation that happened. He drove out to Orange County where I was living with my boyfriend, and he said that the reason why he doesn't see me, the reason why he can't put in all of that, all of this energy to actually be a father and not just pretend to be for the internet, is because he's an actor. And he doesn't have a normal job like other dads. And that right there to me sounds like an excuses and slight narcissism. And that's what I have a problem with. To the valley, 2 to 3 hours.
So y'all, it seems like this young lady is just the innocent bystander of like a bitter baby mama situation. Like, it just seems to me that this man has tried to see his children, but he was held back for some reason. This script right here, you guys can take your time and read it. Basically goes over how Allure was asking for life insurance, and apparently Kel didn't want to pay for it because the mother was going to somehow get the money in his eyes. I don't know what was going on. She talks about them being homeless, things like that. Now, this young lady is in her early 20s, apparently, and in college. So I'm not sure why Kel would be paying for her life insurance, her health insurance. But even if he did, like, he could just pay for it outright and not give the mother any money if that was the case, okay? So this was the description that they put under the picture on the Shade Room, basically giving details as to him not paying for the health insurance and how this all came up. Then someone actually references the TikTok page that the mother created. So it was originally called Deadbeat Dad Mitchell. Now it's called Deadbeats _ ASMR _ laws. And I took a look at the page, and the baby mama is a little cray-cray, okay? Here's some of the comments from some of the people on the Shade Room, basically saying that, you know, deadbeat dads are not good. Then some people were even talking about how they felt like the mother was basically being a bitter Betty. You know, she's saying that now he has a new family, that he was not taking care of them, but that's not true. Then this one talks about how the court records, they talked about the mom and a house. The house was a part of their original divorce or separation. So the mom was supposed to take the money from the sale of the house and put it towards the child support. I'm not sure what happened with that. But here's where Kel has been trying to reconnect with his children. It shows it here.
Rights. And this, I'm currently going to court fighting to see my children, fighting for visitation rights. And this has literally been going on for 7 years now. And it's been a spiritual battle for 7 years. And some man might be like, look, I'm throwing in the towel. I can't deal with this anymore, or giving up, or lost their faith in God. But I remain faithful, you know, and I know God will reunite me with my children. And I have a joy in my heart because of that. And I have that peace because I'm giving it all to Christ. The growth spirit currently going. I am happy to say right now, in the name of Jesus, I'm so happy right now to say that I've been seeing my children, and my children are back in my life, and I've been seeing them every week. It's been awesome. It's been beautiful. I'm loving every minute of it, and the kids are just so wonderful. They're just really good kids, and I just been showing them God's love, and I'm just thankful because only God could do this, and only God could have made this happen. And I just wanted to share with everybody what he has done, you know, because it's people out there that have been praying for me, people that I haven't even met, that have been praying for me, that saw the first video. So I just wanted to let you know that your prayers have been answered, and that God, I mean, when you have faith in God and when you have faith in Jesus, I am happy.
Right here shows some court document information, or I guess some recorded conversations between basically Kel and the baby mother, where she basically admits that she wasn't taking the kids to the meetings that they needed to have to basically, you know, make sure that he can get back into the kids' lives. It seems like she was purposely not showing up for said meetings and acting like she didn't know anything about it. So you can see this where they're having conversations between the petitioner and, you know, the court, and her and Kel. This is just an entire mess. My thing is, when a relationship is over between you and the father, you can't use the kids to keep getting back at the dad. I just think that this is just ridiculous, and the mother needs to let it go. Like, this whole TikTok page that she's created, it's been years apparently that they haven't been together, and she's still bitter. Like, I guess she's missing out on a lifestyle that she thought that she was going to have. And it's just crazy. Like, the kids have missed out on valuable time with their father over the bitterness of a mother. And as women, we have to stop doing that. Like, let a dad be a dad. If he doesn't want to be a husband, go ahead and let him be a dad, because you decided to have children with him. Let him at least fulfill that responsibility, because at the end of the day, just because you guys aren't together doesn't mean that he can't be a good father to those kids. So you guys comment down below, what do y'all think? Do y'all think that Kel actually was trying to get his kids? Do you think that the mother was trying to block him from being around his children? Let's talk about it in the chat.